Does that say something in red?
Paint it red.
Paint it red. Why can't you see it?
There's certain things I can't read. Like, I can read Chicken Police, continue, new game, but, like, sometimes, like, the paint it, I can read the red, I can't read paint it. It's, like, too pretty.
Too pretty?
It's fine. It's probably on my end, or it's probably just Zoom being, you know, dumb.
Yeah, right.
Gritty. Gritty.
Alright, I'm recording, by the way.
Let's do it. Let's welcome back to Trashbin Chicken Police.
Yep. Oh.
We were talking to a giraffe and she went to get Dr. Snake.
Yep, so now we're gonna go up the stairs.
And that's not a euphemism.
Nope.
Dr. Quetzal will see you. He's waiting for you in his office.
I forgot.
Up the stairs, all the way down the hall until the last door.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Albert's
What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared. And we
you didn't...
really worried.
You didn't know he was...
I see.
They didn't even mention, like,
Miss, but
kind of buried the lead with that one.
Yeah.
Wild ones protect him.
Like, I knew that.
Where is he?
Because he's probably...
No
Because
idea,
one of
Marty.
them is dead. Or, well, his brother's dead.
Oh, it's furry. I'll never get used to it.
Y'all are gonna get
Reptiles
bopped
have a
over the head.
disgusting body odor, Marty. But they feel exactly the
Ah!
same about us.
Exactly. Great wild ones, you scared the hell out of me. I already sensed your arrival from
I hate
afar.
snakes.
You know, snakes have a different sense of smell. And birds used to be our prey once upon a time.
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it.
He has the best voice.
Oh, God.
At least he's not a spider.
I'm gonna look at
Your
the
office
walls.
is rather Puritan. Simple, I mean.
Ain't that the truth? Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander from my work. I only keep what's essential in my office.
I see. That makes sense.
We still
Is
haven't
this
found
Puritan? There's a lot of stuff in here.
We still haven't found any fish people. We're
Is
also
this cell
laughing really hard.
like the others?
Oh, geez,
I would rather call
There was
it
a crocodile.
room. But yes, it's like all the others, except
Yeah,
for
but, I
even
mean,
bigger ones than this.
Water animal.
Yeah, water. But look, I want a fish's
Why do you
head,
have
like
bars
poking
on your
upright.
windows?
Just-
I don't want that.
You
Like
want
all the
Call of
others,
Cthulhu
and I'm
people is what
just
you
an
want.
animal.
I thought you were gonna say Call of
Like
Duty, and I
all
was like,
our
how is that?
residents.
How is that related?
With the
Like what?
significant difference of you being a doctor and not a patient.
Why they call it cod
Am I
pops.
right?
It's not
Ah!
as big of a difference as you'd think.
I'm mad. Okay. Oh, I can look at the desk.
An isle of reason in a sea of insanity.
Insanity is such a strong word, and it's mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start?
My God.
How long is one not insane?
Ah!
Interesting questions. Am I normal?
None of this is normal.
Are you? Maybe neither of us.
Yeah,
You see,
also,
that's
you have an
something I
escaped
think
mental
about a
patient
lot
you didn't tell
nowadays.
anybody.
Yeah, what the
If you
fuck?
like, I can give you an appointment.
See, they're
This is
gonna...
your chance,
duh.
Sonny. Don't miss it. We're already here.
Marty, cluck up.
Okay, well, but there's nothing else I can literally click on, so...
So, like, when one of your patients, like, vanishes,
Yeah.
isn't that something you should look
A snake.
into or
I
maybe
can't
call
help it,
somebody
but
about?
They make my feathers stand on end.
To
Yeah,
be
talk to
honest, gentlemen, your visit
Ah!
is nothing but a surprise.
Oh, look at this stuff!
I could even say
God, I hate
I was
snakes.
expecting it.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things.
Fucking
How
Jobetta.
very
How
rude
Jobetta of
of
you.
me. My
Cut to
name
the
is
fucking
Dr.
chase.
Theseus Quetzalcoatl, but most call me Dr. Quetzal
Theseus.
to keep it simple.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Martin McChicken from...
Martin
From the
McChicken.
predatory division of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame is one step ahead of you.
We're used to it.
Certainly.
Are you
We have
checking
some
your watch, bro?
questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to
guess.
him, if that's
Hard to
possible.
tell where he's looking.
Please
Oh my
be
God, it's a snake with
specific,
arms.
Detective.
You just
Yes.
now realized
Look,
that?
Doctor, we're too
I just
tired
put,
to
well,
play
everything
cat
else
and
has
mouse.
something
Not that
like
snake and
arms,
chicken
but this is a
sounds any
snake
better.
that has arms and legs.
Very
Oh, I
must
see.
just-
Okay.
It has like a body
Just what
and
I expected
everything.
from you,
Ah!
detective.
Weird.
We know you
Oh, does the
know
snake
it's
have
about Albert
nipples?
Wessler.
God damn it!
Wessler's secret twin.
Snipples.
Ever since
Ow!
he said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened. That's what we call a bullseye.
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
What does that mean?
Yeah, he
Now,
vanished.
That's much more interesting.
That's
So,
very
are you
interesting.
willing to
Yeah,
talk
right.
about him?
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared. And
Stop.
you are
What? Do you have
police
somewhere to be?
detective,
Like,
I have no reason not to talk to you.
why is he looking at his watch?
He's probably waiting for the person that's supposed to be here to beat
But you
Shaw's
must-
head.
Yeah, it's like, where the fuck
I
is
can't
He's
disclose
late.
information.
Johnny? Where are you?
My patients.
Not even if it's a matter of life and death.
Life.
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, detective. This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
What?
Still,
Not
I'd
to
like
the
to give
body.
the impossible a try.
Their
Please,
bodies.
detective, just do your
Dude,
job. And
I
Yeah.
gave the impossible a try. The Impossible Burger from Burger King, and it was great.
Oh my god.
Couldn't even tell it wasn't meat.
Good lord.
I mean, that's on par with. a lot
God,
of
we
Burger
still got two people we haven't fucking met yet.
Hey, you and your anti-Burger King rant, I need all of y'all to take a step back, because Burger King didn't do nothing to y'all.
Yo, I love Burger King. All right, first.
Yo, Burger King's great.
Fucking chicken fries, boy.
Chicken fries are great. They're weird. I don't understand them, but they're great.
But they're
Why
great.
are none of the options to be like, okay, why didn't you tell anybody about your disappeared?
Well, I
patient?
assume it's something like that.
Tell me,
Yeah, I
Doctor.
hope-
do
I'm gonna
you
ask
know
about
Madame
other stuff
Zavas?
first.
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in
He refers to
person.
everyone as
I'm
cases.
Sure she's an interesting case.
Oh, you can be sure about
Guess
that.
that's a psychologist
I'd gladly
thing.
get you two together if I had the chance. A spare cell would suit her very much.
Is that so?
Holy
As
shit,
it
Sonny.
turns out she likes small, narrow, secret places.
Oh, I see. What a
So
coincidence.
what- That's gotta have something to do with something, right?
This
Like,
What kind
is-
of a place is this
I think it's
exactly?
just the way
I
he's
assume
animated.
It wasn't built
have a
maybe.
theory.
I
Insane
don't
asylum.
fucking know.
It used to be a mansion.
It's just
You
so
have a theory.
specific.
Construction
I
started
have a theory.
during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century until finally.
Almost a
Oh, he's
century.
so boring.
Yeah,
How
history.
long
I'm
have
just
you
gonna
been
click the
working
button.
here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years, but it's been in my family's possession for almost 150 years.
So if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr. Featherland.
What a lovely inheritance.
Alright.
Alright, hey.
Now where's this missing
How
guy?
long was Albert a resident of the institution?
For quite some time, his first symptoms surfaced in his teens. Depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia.
Was he brought here
Frenia.
immediately after the first signs that something wasn't right?
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it. That's the reason our institution stands out here in the middle of nowhere.
Because animals would rather hide
In the
what
middle
they're
of
afraid to face.
nowhere.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know,
Sanity
the
is
Wessler
not
family
actually a
wasn't
fucking-
exceptionally wealthy.
Indeed, they were rather poor.
I technically
but we
have a
offer
psych
our
degree.
services
Technically.
Then how do you sustain yourselves?
By the grace of the treasury of King Hector III, of course.
Oh.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always
Oh.
been on good terms, Mr.
Oh, well. Oh, we can. Oh, shit.
Also,
Ah!
But I can turn that to my advantage.
It's
Just need to
just
focus
so,
on the
like.
strangest pieces of the puzzle.
He
It's
looks. I
just-
would not be.
Ah!
interested in
Oh,
that
God!
from- Oh yeah. Woof.
that, like, all of these avatars and stuff are taken from, like, stock footages of, like, or stock images of, like, clothing models and shit, and they've just added animal heads to them.
He
So-
does. He looks like a snake who attached some mannequin arms to himself and then put a suit over it.
So when
I
did
hate it.
Albert become a resident of
I
the
hate it.
Institute?
Albert and Hobart,
God.
or Pippin as you call him, arrived here almost exactly 4 years ago.
Oh, that
How
mouth.
do you describe that day more specifically?
It was not long after New Year's.
I'm looking
Eve,
at I'm looking at
maybe
the words.
First week of the year, if I'm not mistaken. It was sleeting that day. Wind was banging incessantly on the windows. The power was going out for short periods of time.
Such specific
What was your
memories.
first impression of them?
I already knew the Wessler name. I knew who they were. Or
Yeah.
at least I knew one of them. Hobart.
Hobart.
Wessler. He was famous.
So,
Gangster.
that's Ibn.
Moneylender. Celebrity. Lover.
And Albert?
He was new to me.
Was he your
an
lover?
invisible grey ghost. The family had tried to keep his existence a secret.
Oh.
Why?
Because they were ashamed of him, of course, Mr. Featherland.
What was your first impression of him?
He was silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes were constantly moving, never stopped for a second.
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution voluntarily. It looked as if he couldn't wait to be here, alone, locked up in silence and darkness.
Didn't you think of that as unusual?
Of
Sean,
course I did,
please.
but
This
oh
is
my
serious
God, It
fucking.
was rather
Yes,
a
it's
special
serious.
Put them in a
Oh.
box somewhere. It's probably fine.
Okay. Alright, so he's a real mystery, but I can turn that to my advantage. Just focus on the strongest pieces of the puzzle. Okay. What kind of special treatment did he get? Did Ibn West. What? I feel like. What the fuck?
Do a lot of your patients
strangest pieces
just
of the
vanish,
puzzle.
and then
So we,
you go about your day like it's nothing.
want to ask the weirdest questions.
Yeah.
Is that?
I think so. It says he's addicted to details, so let's.
What kind of special treatment did Albert get?
You know, if an institution like ours has to accept a Wessler as
His
a
voice,
guest,
I can't.
there's bound to
You've
be
had
some
institution,
favoritism.
like,
Oh,
oh, it's so
secrecy,
like.
I guess.
Yes, but that's the case for all our patients.
Also, he'd have to have his clothes
Mr.
specially
Featherland.
tailored.
Jesus
because
Christ.
Of course.
Snakes' throats,
So in
like
what
they have
way
to
did he
swallow big
receive more
stuff.
than the
So
others?
like, it would break
Basically,
your
we don't
collar.
admit anyone
Or you
into
could just
our
Right.
institution
eat
you know how
without
you-
a
without
shirt.
complete and
Yeah, you get
thorough
those stretchy
prior
waist
assessment.
pants.
In the case
I'm
of
imagining
Albert,
every time he goes to a restaurant, he's like, "Excuse me, I just."
So you didn't even know
Sure.
if he had anything wrong
just,
with him.
just the first three buttons.
Initially,
Yeah, just yeah.
He was more of a guest than a patient.
So that's why we didn't tell
Oh, he's a
anybody when we
daydreamer
left.
too. Okay. How did you see Albert when you first met? How did Albert relate to you? Do you think he was a threat to others?
Oh, I think it's the second one.
Yeah,
personally.
I think so. I think definitely one of these two. How did you see him when you first met? Or how did he relate to you?
Why aren't you making a bigger deal
How did
that one of
Albert
your
relate to
patients
you?
disappeared?
Albert was
Missing.
immensely sophisticated and polite. So much so that his true emotions and
Oh.
thoughts could not be deciphered.
Oh God, he's gonna
And
kill
that's
us.
why you thought of him as an exciting case.
Albert or
That's
this guy?
right, Mr.
This guy.
Featherland.
Oh.
I see
Why?
you're starting to get to know me.
Because he
in
just
some
said
way.
the way they're similar
just
is that
doing
he
my
was so
job,
polite you
Doctor.
never knew what he was
You
actually
and
thinking.
Oh yeah, you're right. He had multiple
Oh,
personalities.
Are you telling me Albert had multiple personalities?
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of
So
his
I'm
seizures.
Ibn's still
He
dead,
had
right?
a
Like we're
cold
still
and
on the
calculating
thought
personality.
path that Ibn is
It
dead.
is dead.
Especially on stormy days, took the reins over
What?
their shared mind.
Oh, okay.
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Yes, Mr. Featherland, but they started to intensify after Albert
left for the
our institution
first?
for the first
What the
time.
fuck?
He did what?
Yeah, right.
Left the institution. More than once?
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institution.
So I guess that's
on
why it wasn't a
several
big deal that he was
occasions
missing.
Until the last time, when he failed to come back.
Why are you
Quetzal's
telling us
not
all
only
this?
very
Ah!
advanced, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. Focus. Addicted to details.
Got it.
I like how the game's like, this is how you win.
Yeah, right. This is how. Oh, he's confused now. I've confused him. All right. How could you let him
There's a 50%
leave?
chance he'll hit himself.
When and why did he leave for the first time? So he could just walk in and out, and you're keeping. Okay, I think
So
this.
it's really more of like a hotel.
This is
When
specific.
and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time?
That is 2
It
questions.
was
That's
about
detail.
2 years
So
ago.
detailed. See?
Mr. Hobart Wessler appeared and demanded we let his brother go free.
What?
Naturally, we obliged. We had no idea if we'd ever see him again.
But you did.
He returned the same
day.
Albert was ecstatic. He was unrestrained. I could almost say happy.
That was unusual for him.
The fuck?
I had never seen him like that before, Mr. Featherland. He just smiled and stared at the empty wall for hours.
Did he ever tell you what happened to him outside?
Of course he did. Albert and I had a good relationship.
Oh
He
shit.
was working on a painting for
Dun,
his
dun, dun.
Oh my god.
Have a
Painting
piece of painting.
lovely lady.
Yeah.
cat.
Oh, exactly. So you already knew about that.
Yes, Dr. Quetzal, I've seen it.
Holy shit. Okay, so Albert left to continue working on the painting. So has he ever talked to you about Natasha? Did he tell you about his relationship with his brother? Did he tell you how he felt about the painting?
The top one has the most detail.
Yeah, that's... Did he tell you about his relationship with his brother?
So Albert left on many occasions to continue working on the painting.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was like a different person. But unfortunately, his seizures also multiplied and became more dangerous.
More dangerous.
Albert was hurting himself. And on one occasion, he even tried to hurt me. It was unprecedented. It seemed
Really
his
chewed on that one.
confined personality
Yeah.
was taking over their shared mind entirely, piece by piece.
So I
Do you
wrapped
think
myself
the
around
painting
him.
caused
Yeah.
Not the painting,
In a hug.
Mr. Featherland.
I was gonna say he's
But
got a human
its
body.
subject.
Exactly.
It'd be
He was
even weirder if
obsessed
his human body
right
did that.
until that fateful day when he returned to us for the last time.
What exactly happened that day, Doctor?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day, but 2 of his gorillas. Not literally, I mean.
'Cause you have to define
And
that in this
Albert
world.
was in a terrible, terrible state.
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about that,
Oh?
Mr. Featherland.
It could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal. Don't back down.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning.
What?
So, Albert's tongue was torn out or cut off, I don't know exactly. And he was blinded in one eye, or rather, one of his eyes was missing entirely.
Oh my God, it was his
You're
brother.
saying Albert was brought back horribly mutilated.
Yes. And they didn't give any explanation
Oh, and
as to what had happened. They simply told me it was some kind of accident.
Dr. Quetzal is cold
Ah!
and professional.
Oh my
but
God.
He's also very confused.
Don't look at me.
Maybe it's cruel, but I must exploit his vulnerability if I want to learn everything about
Don't
Albert.
talk like that when you're
Focus,
looking at me.
confused.
I don't understand. He says he keeps talking about how confused this guy is. I don't understand.
I don't get confused from him, really.
All right, maybe it's not easy for you to talk about it, but did you examine his wounds thoroughly? The two fellows who brought Albert back, did you describe them? You didn't believe. Okay, it's got to be one of the first two.
I think describe the fellows, because this has got to be a connection to, like, if it's the same goons,
It's
we
either
know
that-
who those goons are loyal
It's one
to.
of the first two.
It's got to be one of the first two because I could also see the details about his injury being.
Yeah,
bad,
right?
but the second one might lead us to other people. I don't know.
Fuck. All right.
Fucking snake guy.
God
The
damn
two
it.
fellows who brought Albert back, could you describe them?
Those two fellas, as you put it, were two remarkably huge, rude men.
A ram and a bobcat, perhaps?
No, one of them was a tiger, if I remember
Ah.
correctly. He had a rather fresh bump under his left eye, and the other one was a penguin.
Wait.
But I've never seen a penguin that big in my entire life.
Did they tell you anything besides it was an accident?
They didn't say anything, but gave an obvious signal that I had to keep quiet about what happened.
I see.
They beat me repeatedly.
Oh, that was -5.
Oh,
Shit.
damn it. Shit.
Pull yourself together. What was his condition after the accident? Concentrate, doctor. What do you think happened to Albert? I think I gotta ask about his condition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull yourself together, Doctor. What was Albert's condition after
Calm
the
down.
incident?
Mind your
Just start
tone,
smacking him.
detective.
Sorry,
Just-
Doc. I can see you're disturbed by these memories.
How could I not be? I'm not a monster. We're talking about a mutilated animal here.
So,
Yeah.
what was he like after the incident?
Even more silent than ever. No surprise, I suppose. He was not only silent in words, but also in his soul and spirit.
What do you mean by that?
He never painted anything again.
Shit.
And his seizures completely stopped.
What
Because
the
it wasn't
Weird.
him.
Yeah, crazy. Oh god,
How's that a
-5.
What happened then? How did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit Albert one more time. Albert had been in terrible condition by then. We even had to transfer him to another cell, a more safe one.
What did Hobart do during the visit?
He didn't do anything. He just sat and watched his brother.
So yeah, that they
who
brought
was
Ibn back,
in
right?
an almost
And
vegetative state by
Albert
then.
is the one
Couldn't
that
you manage to draw anything out of him? You or Hobart?
Nothing. For a while, he was trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid. And most likely his fingers had been broken too.
Most like you don't
so
know?
He couldn't even write.
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say it, but I'm sure of it.
How did he
Gotta
disappear
reverse
in
that.
the end? Did someone come
May-
for him?
I don't know.
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland. He simply disappeared.
Are we gonna have to go to his room?
His door, which only I had a key for, was open.
Did anyone see
was
anything?
open.
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients. He simply vanished off the face of the wilderness. We don't know what happened to him.
Unfortunately, I have a hunch.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor. You've been a great help.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could be of help. But please, I now must attend to my work.
Holy
We
shit.
understand, Doctor. Thank you.
The Impala broke him out.
We're decent, cop.
Yay, we're decent. Wow, he wasn't as evil as we thought so far.
Oh, boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I do question his credentials, but, you know, whatever.
Alright, so the whole thing is Albert. Albert has another personality, and that other personality is putting horror on things
Right.
because it is jealous of its brother with the cat lady.
Sorry, but I still can't believe it's really you.
Oh, I forgot she's
Neither
a
can we.
fangirl.
You can't
Neither
imagine
can
how
we.
wonderful it is that I can help you in one of your cases. Does this mean it will become a new book? And maybe I will be in it?
Miss,
Even
those
better, a
books aren't
video
really-
game that no
I didn't mean...
Leave it to me, Sonny. I'm good at this. Thank you, miss. Your words are very flattering, and we are honored.
No, I thank you. I'll never forget this day.
We won't either, that's for sure.
We're
All
happy
right,
to
then.
bring you joy, miss. Anytime.
wank.
Oh, weird.
So the
This
Impala lady is in
picture.
on it.
Well, it must have been made by one of the patients,
know.
so it's understandable.
It's the handiwork of our director. He's not only a scientist, but he's a great painter, too.
I see.
Well, it's lovely to have a hobby, right?
That's right, Marty.
Mr. Snake Man painted
I
this?
yeah, I guess.
Okay, so
There's
the fox
a
is
fox?
offering food to the people, and there's a doctor. I think is it a doctor?
Maybe
That's a duck.
it's a duck. That
It's a
doesn't
doctor.
duck.
Doctor, please take this seriously.
God damn it.
Anyway, so
I wonder if I can ask him about it.
hey, bro, I found
Hey.
your weird painting.
Tell us about your painting.
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never
supposed to
let
be
any of our
implied
patients
that
walk
he has
freely
a mustache?
outside our institution.
It does look kind of like you got a
Then
mustache.
the accident happened.
I don't know. I don't want to look that closely, if I'm being
We
honest.
didn't believe it, not for a second. After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated, he was different.
Different how?
We already,
If someone
already
got
talked
one
about
of his
this.
eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
Scott!
We believe you, Doctor.
You guys are really trying to drive it
Can
home.
we take a look at Albert's cell?
I'd
It's
rather
like
call it
Albert-
his room.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients.
I hope you don't mind if we take a look around in there.
That's not going to bother anyone.
Well, that's
Whoa.
surprising.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's
It seems that being a Wessler gets you privileges.
and a healthy dose of danger.
Mostly that, yeah.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper, slight smell of rat, and great expectations.
Damn, Marty.
What the dickens?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
This place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak holes, then sniff out the solution.
I'm on it, Bossbird.
What the fuck? Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is the room of a sane person.
Yeah, don't definitely. Gonna start with the writing desk. Oh shit! Pile of
oh, look, it's
papers.
a picture of
Newspaper
Natasha.
articles, study papers.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it.
If you say so, boss.
Was Natasha two-timing the, like, was she with both
my
of the brothers?
God.
I
Identical
think
twins.
that's what's.
And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman.
Oh my
Dun,
god!
dun,
Da
dun.
da da!
Whatever
I
comes
did a
of that.
detective dude.
I did a
wouldn't say that
detective.
I
exactly.
said that like
Of all the
5
wild
minutes
ones,
ago.
Marty.
Just use your
Well,
imagination.
I
old
didn't
bird.
hear.
But Sky ignored it, so.
Look at that.
Look, a
letter.
lot's happened.
Oh, I bet it's from Natasha.
Whoa. I know I don't exist. I don't exist because...
Albert
Oh,
was
wait, there we go.
madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that.
Holy shit. It says, but I'm not what you think I am. You don't think about me, do you? Never know. I think of you every day, every minute, always. I've become one with him once. In my dreams, I've become one with him one soul. You know what I'm thinking about, right? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I'm there too with you. Do you feel it, right? I can hold it in myself for long. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, please. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. The world is crashing down. The whole world just rotting and rotting. Everything is rotting around me. I have to get out of here, but I come one with my destiny and one with you. Forgive me.
That's the handwriting of a sane person.
Ooh!
Identical twin.
Kill my
What do you
brother.
make of this?
Take his place.
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
You fucking think?
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's
Then the
that,
booze will
Sonny?
fall out.
A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me.
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy.
Wait, I didn't get to wait.
Yeah, you went to the desk too soon.
I thought I thought for sure the crazy mural was gonna be important.
We didn't get to look at all the things because they're like, no, you're done. Get out of here.
They're like, you figured it out. Leave. How do I? Can I?
Farewell, Miranda.
No.
Marty Mc...
Oh,
Furry gods.
goodbye.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
If
Okay,
there's
whatever.
anything I can help you with.
Thank
Shut up.
you.
Shut up, Miranda.
Ah!
Can
No!
we go back into his room?
Hey, can I go back?
I'm afraid we have, Doctor.
I wouldn't dare to say I'm happy to hear it, but
Well, thanks, Doc.
I hope I don't offend you by saying...
Not
Whatever.
on account of either of our jobs.
Right, whatever. Oh, god damn it!
Well, at
No.
least he wasn't evil.
We
So
fucked up. We fucked up.
Oh gosh.
what's up, everybody? It's me, the chicken police.
Now we gotta find that penguin and tiger.
Well,
the big penguin.
not necessarily. Oh, I can only go back to the hotel.
The dummy thick penguin.
All right, let's take the fucking 6-hour drive or whatever back to the fucking hotel next time on Trash
Trash
Bin.
bin.
Oh my gosh, trash bin too.
Electric Trashaloo. I don't know.
Gonna crack this case wide open.
We already did. We already figured it out.
Yeah, we
We
already
just
did
need
it.
Sonny and Marty to catch up.
They're just like, God, I think I'm on the cusp of knowing everything. It's like, we know!
We figured it out. All right, next time on Trash Bin.
dumb bastards.